Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole for those of you that are new here. I post daily vlogs, fashion videos, lifestyle content, and pretty much anything that I can think of. For today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I dye my eyebrows myself at home. This is a perfect way to kind of keep up with yourself during this quarantine. I know a lot of us can't go, actually none of us can go to a salon right now. I do mine at home, so this is just a disclaimer that I am not a professional by any means. I'm just someone that has too much time on their hands and figured out how to do it myself at home. So try this at your own risk, that's all. So let's just jump right into the video. Okay, now before we start actually dyeing our eyebrows, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that you need to do beforehand before you can just jump right into it and then put your eyes. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is actually pluck your eyebrows. You're going to just need to get all of the stray hairs out of the way. Go along and get all the stray hairs that I have, get my unibrow, and get all like the, outlying hairs out of the way because you don't want to accidentally dye those hairs and make them like prominent. And this step is optional, but I do this just to ensure that none of the outside hair is going to be tinted. I dermaplane my whole face, but really just focusing around the eyebrow part. So this is an eyebrow shaper. I'm sure you have seen them on Amazon. They come in like bulk packs. You can get them at any like drugstore, like Rite Aid, Walmart, whatever. I just dermaplane all around my eyebrows just to get all of the peach fuzz out of the way. So I'll get my uni and I'll pull the skin a little bit and just shave the hair around the eye. But this is an optional step. I just prefer doing it just because, I don't know. You're gonna need a spoolie if you have one. This is just to put your eyebrow hair. This is the most unflattering angle you'll ever see of me. That's a lie. But this is just a spoolie to pull the hair upward so you can kind of see what you're doing and shape your eyebrow into the actual shape you want your hairs to go in. Then you want to have an angled brush. I took this out of like one of my makeup kits, I think. But this is just an angled brush. This is actually what we're going to put the dye on and put on our eyebrow. It's just easier to apply the dye with this because it's more precise. Now, obviously, the most important thing is you're going to need your dye. And I actually use beard dye to dye my eyebrows. I found this hack on TikTok. Yes, I found this hack on TikTok. I use the Just for Men beard and mustache dye, and I use medium dark brown. Obviously, I am blonde, but I will put a little disclaimer out for all of my blondes out there. I have a personal preference of having very dark eyebrows in comparison to very light hair. Some people don't like that. Some people think that's tacky. I think it looks nice. I've always been doing it literally since high school. I've had pretty much white hair with really, really dark eyebrows. So if you are a light blonde like me, maybe medium dark brown might not work for you, but it would work for a brunette, someone that likes dark eyebrows like me. That you have a little tray that I use to mix the product, and so then that way you don't have to get any of your things dirty. Oh, and one thing that I forgot to mention is that you will need makeup wipes. You'll need makeup wipes to wipe all the excess makeup and dirt you have off your eyebrows. So obviously I don't have anything on my eyebrows right now, so I will take a makeup wipe and just wipe off this area. Normally when I do this, I don't have makeup on my entire face, but I didn't want to scare you guys, so I put a little bit of makeup on for this video. You will need a set of your favorite makeup wipes or just a cotton ball with like cleanser on it, whatever you guys use. And you get two bottles. You get the Just for Men Color Developer and then the Just for Men Color Base. Comes in this little tube. It's tiny because it's meant for like men's beard and mustaches, so you don't need a lot. And I will show you that a little bit goes an extremely long way. So we're just gonna jump right into it because I desperately need to dye my eyebrows. I'm gonna try and do a good job, but I don't know. So hopefully this works out well. Otherwise I'm gonna have to wait another month before I can refilm this video because my eyebrows will be dyed. So it usually lasts about a month, I will say. I have my little mirror right here, so I'm just going to wipe away any product that I have on my eyebrows. Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not So now that I have that done, hold on to this because this is what you're going to clean your eyebrows off with, and you're going to clean like your brushes and stuff, so you just use the same little makeup wipe for everything. First, I'm taking just the color base, and I literally just take a, say like pea size amount. Yeah, like literally a pea size amount of the color base, and you're going to do equal parts of the color base and the developer. You do not need a lot. A little goes an extremely long way. So basically just equal parts of the color and the developer, and then all you do is just take the end and just mix it. So once you have it mixed, just take your makeup wipe off and just clean the end of that, and then you can just put it away until you put everything back in the box. So you should have a consistency kind of like that. If you're using the same color as me, medium dark brown at least, it should look like this yellow kind of mustardy color. Now, if you are scared about, I don't know, going outside of the lines, you can use a Q-tip, you can use an angled brush like I'm using, but if you are scared to go outside of the lines or not, you know, get the shape that you want it to be, you can use concealer or you can use Vaseline, and just take a concealer brush, I'm trying to find, and just take a concealer brush like this and take your Vaseline or concealer, whatever you want to use, and just carve out the outline of your eyebrow, going all the way around from the top down, and that kind of acts like a barrier so that the dye can't go anywhere else. It keeps the dye in its place, and it kind of acts like almost like a stencil of where you can put the dye. Obviously, I've been doing this a while, so I'm pretty good at judging where I need the dye to go. But if it's your first time and you're a little bit nervous, just use Vaseline or concealer and carve out your eyebrow kind of like a stencil so that you can play it safe. I just go ahead, I'm actually going to zoom you guys in. That's zooming you out. Okay, I'm scared. Alright, we're up close. Hello, we're up close, we're personal, you're in my space, whatever. So I'm actually going to show you guys this brow on camera because this is not my good brow. I hate this brow, but this is my good brow. So I'm going to show you guys this. So I'm just going to take my spoolie that I have right here and just flick up my eyebrows. I'm sorry if this is like not in focus. I'm just going to flick up my eyebrows. I like my eyebrow hairs to be kind of like straight up. So I just spoolie my eyebrows like that. And now I'm ready to apply the product. Hello, that was a disaster. So I tried to like move you guys around, but it's not good. So just taking a little bit of the dye, you don't need a lot, just a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna show you guys. There's really, I'm just gonna show you guys. So I just take the brush with the product, and I start in the middle actually, and all I do is pretend like I'm filling in my brows. But I make sure to stay within like the line of like how I would naturally fill in my brows, not going outside of that. Taking a little bit more product each time and just naturally filling them in. And I'm going all the way down to the skin because when you first dye them, your skin does get stained and it looks like your eyebrows are filled in. So it's like, I don't know, a win-win. So I'm just going over them, getting them super concentrated with product, making sure that every hair that I want is saturated, being really careful around the arch of your eyebrow because you don't want your arch eyebrow to be like wonky. And then doing the same thing all the way. I'm sorry if you can't see, like, at all. I don't know. I'm just filling my eyebrows in. I'm just pretending like I'm filling my eyebrows in with this pencil, but with dye. So now I'm moving on to the inner corner, and I have a good bit of product on my brush. So I'm just ever so slightly making like this box shape on the inner corner. Do whatever works for your eyebrow. If you fill your eyebrows in, whatever works. I'm going to be creating kind of like a fade with my eyebrows, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, so you can kind of see it right there. I have this eyebrow completely saturated with product. This eyebrow has nothing on. So I'm going to go ahead and do this eyebrow real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I have both eyebrows fully saturated, I'm just going to take my makeup wipe and the brush that I used and just clean that off, and making sure that I got all of the dye kind of off the brush really easily. So what I'm going to do, and I just put this on, so I'm going to leave this on for a little bit longer, but the first thing that I do is take off the inner corner. So I'm just going to take my makeup wipe and just brush that off. Just the inner corner, and that dyes the hair, but it leaves an ombre look where it's not boxy. Like, I'm going to be shady for a little bit. I hate girls that have like super boxy eyebrows that looks like a Crayola crayon, that looks like you filled your eyebrow in with Sharpie. Sometimes I'm guilty of that, I will say, but I don't like that. So I just take off the inner corner as much as possible. The longer you leave it on, the darker it will be, so keep that in mind when you are doing this. Like I mentioned before, I like having super, super dark eyebrows, so I like to leave mine on a little bit longer. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off. So just taking your makeup wipe, I'm obviously just like finding like new spots that haven't been touched, and just revealing your new dyed brow. Just like that. And you can totally scrub, like it's okay. You can be harsh, like it's dye, it's stuck to your eyebrow, and because it's brown dye, it's gonna be stuck to your skin. So this is the finished product. You have fully dyed brows that are thick, and it looks like I have product on my brows when I actually don't. So pretty impressed. I'm gonna take the inner corner off this one before I forget, and I have boxy eyebrows off that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna let the rest sit for like 2-3 more minutes, and that is how you freshly dye your eyebrows. Yo, please let me know if you try this out. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to slide in my DMs on Instagram. It's at Nicole9413, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe for all my future videos that I will be posting out shortly. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.